London, a city in the United Kingdom, is noted for not only being a metropolitan city with historical buildings, but also for providing career and business possibilities that draw migrants from other nations and continents, the majority being from Southeast Asia. The city is transforming rapidly as it attracts more migration and investment because of gentrification. Gentrification happens due to influx of wealthier people in the poor neighborhoods, which causes a displacement of the previous population due to increasing unaffordability. As a result, individuals living in the area are being impacted by the phenomenon of gentrification, particularly ethnic migrant communities who have lived there for a long period of time. According to 2011 census, roughly 40% of the population is that of migrants. Hence, London is the most ethnically diverse region in England, with 40.2% of inhabitants identifying as Asian, Black, mixed, or other ethnic groups. In the later 20th century, Bangladeshi Bengalis comprised the major group of immigrants who migrated from Sylhet and predominates the area of Brick Lane. By making work visas available to men of Bangladesh, the British government enabled many Bangladeshi men along with their families to work and earn a living in Britain, progressing into what is known as chain migration. They are the first generation Bangladeshi settlers who, upon arrival, settled in industrial cities for unskilled and semi-skilled work, and towns such as Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, and so on, and London boroughs, particularly around Spitalfields and Brick Lane, for security of employment and better pay. The borough of Tower Hamlets is home to Brick Lane, one of London's most renowned streets. Bangladeshis have established their identities on Brick Lane by founding restaurants and small businesses, which has made it a tourist destination due to its ethnic culture. However, there has been recent talk of a makeover of Brick Lane, which aims to bring high street retailers and corporate firms to the area, which will help to increase economic power. The investor suggested that it will be an overall benefit to the local community through more job prospects. But it's under threat. Brick Lane is slowly being suffocated by gentrification. The redevelopment allowed for commercial profit would destroy the neighborhood's historic identity, drive up rent costs to unsustainable level, which will force the Bangladeshis to give up their houses and relocate out of the neighborhood to accommodate their economic circumstances. And will the community seriously have more job prospects? The brutality of the gentrification is destroying their lives and demolishing the homes of London's most vulnerable people, which has been shared on social media with the hashtags #SaveBricklane and #BattleForBricklane to raise awareness. Abbas Raza Siddiqui, a resident of Oldham Grove, London E7, who is now renting a two-bedroom house for £1,100 per month. He is married to a considerate woman and has two children, whom he drops off at nearby Goldwyn Junior School before going to work. He runs a modest cafe on Brick Lane, which he gets there by a variety of public transport routes. To begin, he catches the bus from the Margary Park bus stop, which is around 300 meters from his residence. The bus stop then takes him to Stratford, the nearest metro stop. Abbas relaxes as he travels for around 8.2 kilometers, taking about 50 minutes to reach his destination, Brick Lane subway transit, from whence he goes to his cafe.
I currently reside in a single family home in the suburbs in a large house and quiet neighborhood. My family and I are still adjusting since we feel desolate. There isn't a lot of interaction here. The streets are usually deserted. They appear to be designed just for automobiles, which do not encourage any pedestrian activities. There is a huge playground near our home, but at the same time, there is no proper use of it. As it always deserted, I am afraid to leave my children alone in this area. I had to leave my community. Because of rising rents, living has become quite difficult as well as to run my cafe in these conditions. I had to pick between my business and my house on Brick Lane. I didn't have much choice since I couldn't let go of my cafe. It was one of the things Abba has spent his entire life trying to establish after migrating here from Sylhet. I was connected with one bedroom apartment where my entire family could be together until the rising rate became a problem. Our house in Brick Lane were just a wall apart so that we could go in each other's home uninvited. It was happening place throughout the day. My children used to play around one of the streets and at small Altabali Park. The streets are always busy with hustle and bustle of tourist, car and residential of Brick Lane. So in order to save our cafe, I had no choice but to relocate. Commercial retail such as Channel have recently opened on Brick Lane, putting a strain on local business owners. I recall the days when I was child. The entire Brick Lane was my home, playing in the streets of Brick Lane in the evening, troubling Ammi and spending quality time on Sundays at my Abba's small business. I recall the streets being lined with Indian and Bangladeshi food stores, dressmakers, as well as large fruit market that we used to walk by. Brick Lane has now evolved into a highly commercial tourist destination. Some may have only recently found the thrill sights and scent, while others have been visiting and experiencing the atmosphere from the decades. And it takes amazing effort to walk to the entire length of the streets without stopping at one of the Bangladeshi eaters. That is a force of Brick Lane's culture and art. I miss worshipping at the mosque every day, but since relocating to the suburbs, I only go on Friday for Jummah at Brick Lane Jama Masjid. I wish I could return to those simpler times. The plan for the commercial building have been finalized by Truman Brewery. Something need to be done about it. They must come up with a fresh strategy that helps local companies and citizens while ensuring that the Bangladeshi 50-year culture is preserved. These new investors are the ones who are breaking our Bangladeshi community. They are hunger for money and can't see the life of low income or middle income family. How we have struggled to live in this place like London, close to our community.
Just like Abbas, there are thousands of other Abbas Raza Siddiqui in Bangla town who are scared of the thought of leaving their community. Is it the development of an area or the loss of a community? So sure, London is developing, but for who?